The first match of the England team under Thomas Tuchel. The first top transfer of Manchester United under Ruben Amorim Rafinha went to Vinicius in the match of the Brazilian national team for the most stupid act of the Real Madrid forward. And Lionel Messi will play against Barcelona. We're talking about this and much more today. Friends, this is a dose of football and the hottest news to this hour. Friends, today's video is quite short because I was a little under the weather. I apologize for the quality of the voice as well. And according to our good tradition, I wish you a pleasant appetite and a pleasant viewing. Mexican Leon was supposed to play in the Club World Championship, but the team was disqualified. Federación Internacional de Fútbol Association clarified that Leon belongs to the Pachuca Group company. It also owns the Mexican football club Pachuca, which participates in the tournament. According to the rules, clubs that belong to the same owner or legal entity cannot participate in competitions. As a result, Leon, for whom James Rodriguez performs, will not play. This has its advantages, as Federación Internacional de Fútbol Association is now looking for a team to replace them. And the organization decided to turn to well-known European clubs, as they have the most fans. This means they can bring more popularity and money to the tournament, which is very important for Federación Internacional de Fútbol Association officials. According to Sport, the organization is now deciding between Liverpool and Barcelona, both of which are willing to host the event. Yes, on the one hand, the calendar is greatly complicated by the Club World Cup, but it's an opportunity to earn a decent amount. The prize fund is $1 billion, the winner will receive around $150 million. So even though the offer comes unexpectedly in the middle of the season, it's unlikely that the teams will refuse. Real Madrid, it seems, wanted to push the tournament further, but even with Levišnaya they eventually agreed. Leaning towards choosing Barca, everyone understands how beneficial it will be for the competition, probably El Clásico, to spit on the sporting component. The choice is made exclusively for the sake of hype, which is only worth the invitation. Inter Miami Capli did not win the Major League Soccer, but still got a trip for the host country. Inter was chosen simply because of Lionel Messi, not any other American team. And referring to the hype, is preparing to give Barcelona the place of Leo. This means we will witness a match of Lionel Messi against the Catalans, which will be very emotional. Who knows? Will the Argentine get another chance to say goodbye to his home club? Rarely does a football talent get the opportunity to choose between Barcelona and Real Madrid. But Orda Guler was so good that all the clubs in the world wanted him, including the famous Spanish giants. The Turk chose Real, despite public statements by Joan Laporta that Barca sees a unique player in Orda. Guler might have made a mistake. To appease fans, Laporte would justify the transfer, possibly by personally advocating for Xavi's inclusion in the squad. Moreover, Barca generally trusts young players, especially now, while the club has not yet emerged from the crisis. Furthermore, the Catalans have a more well-rounded team, making it simpler for Guler to secure a position. However, the Turk is struggling in Real, despite some decent performances for both the Madrid squad and the national team. And apparently, Orda started to freak out because Carlo Ancelotti doesn't trust him, and now he doesn't show up for training. Ancelotti is unhappy with Gullet's performance in training, believing he is not working hard enough on defense, according to Releva. He also suspects that even during the match, Orda is not showing his maximum and is not trying to work without the ball. That's why the Italian keeps the halfback on the bench. Meanwhile, Guler believes he is performing well and merits a bigger role on the team. If the situation remains unchanged, Orda will request a transfer, not a loan. He is only satisfied with a complete transfer. In general, Turok turned out to be too gentle for playing for Real Madrid. He needs a weaker team, where he will be the main star, where he will be pampered and adored. And when he grows up to the level of the best in the world, maybe then he should move to Real Madrid or Barcelona. Well, either change the attitude to the business right now and gnash your way to the top with your teeth. Here, the choice is up to Guler. But now everything points to his summer sale. Vinicius was criticized for his poor performance in the national team, which significantly contributed to him never winning the Golden Ball. As known, major national team tournaments decide the outcome of the vote. Rodri's Euro victory and Furia Roja's key role spoke for him, while Vinicius had nothing to boast about with Brazil. At the Copa America, Vini disappointed his team by receiving yellow cards, causing him to miss the quarterfinal match against Colombia. Vini performs poorly for the Penta champions, averaging only a goal and an assist per year. But yesterday, the footballer pulled out a victory for Brazil in a tough match against Colombia. Vini scored the most beautiful goal from a penalty in the 99th minute of the match. He distinguished himself for the national team for the first time since June 2024. After the game, Winger commented on his goal like this: "This victory is very important and we deserved it, and this goal I also deserved with my efforts." Vini was awarded a large plaque for being the best player at the meeting, bringing him great joy and relief. Just the team sponsor is the pharmaceutical company Simit. Vinicius was remembered for both the goal and his exit from the field. In added time to the second half, coach Celestino Reval Jr. replaced Vinicius. And he, not in a hurry to unpack, went to the edge of the field, heading straight for a yellow for time wasting. Unless he personally asked to sit down, Rafinha's hot pepper first nudged Vini in the back towards the brow, saying, "Let's move faster." And when Vini stopped and started adjusting his gaiters, Rafinha scolded his partner altogether and made him leave the field. If Vini had gotten a yellow card, he would have missed the next game against Argentina. Rafinha saved his teammate. It's just unclear why Rafa remembered that Vinicius risks missing the game against Albiceleste, and whether the Real Madrid winger was really trying to miss this match or forgot about his yellows. Manchester United plans to hold a summer sale of players. They will send out all the accumulated non-liquid and also the expensive and talented Kobbie Mainoo. This will allow Manchester United to fund major purchases, primarily to bolster their attacking lineup. As journalist Florian Plettenberg reported, Manchester United is planning to acquire a versatile attacking midfielder like Bruno Fernandes to have someone to create with the Portuguese, switch positions, come up with unexpected combinations and risky moves. The priority transfer option is Xavi Simons. Yes, the Dutchman recently signed a contract with Leipzig, but according to rumors, he is still open to leaving the team. And Leipzig is ready to sell him if someone offers the right amount. The problem is that Leipzig values Simons at 80 million euros and is not willing to back down. This is a hurdle for the deal, as Manchester United wants to pay less. The player has already proven his class and he is still young and continues to progress. The price is quite reasonable for the current market. In case if it doesn't work out with Leipzig for Emil Simons, there is an alternative in the form of Kenan Yildiz. True, the Turk is also expensive and he is highly valued in Juventus. The Turinians face financial troubles and Mota's probable dismissal will worsen their situation. And it is quite possible that the old senor will have to go on sale of the young gifted one. Also, Mew plans to buy a new forward and again chooses from young players Benjamin Šeško from Leipzig and Hugo Etike from Eintracht. Both are fast footballers, perfectly suited for counter-attacking play. I would sign Ekitike, especially based on his performance this season. His potential is even higher than that of his ex-partner Amara Marmush. He's just more versatile and will be useful in a greater number of scenarios. Yes, it didn't work out in Paris Saint-Germain, but that's more of a plus. Adversity makes you stronger. Thomas Tuchel led England to a 2-0 victory over Albania in his first match as manager. Changes were noticeable right from the start. The team started playing low, almost excluding crosses, switching to them only on set pieces. After losing the ball, the Lions immediately start pressing actively to regain possession. After scoring a goal, they didn't start playing more accurately or retreat to their own half, as would have been the case under Gareth Southgate. The first goal under Tuchel was scored by Miles Lewis-Kelly after a wonder assist from Bellingham. Jude skillfully spun in the center of the field, carved out space for himself, and then delivered a pinpoint-through pass straight to Miles, who slipped the ball between the goalkeeper's legs. At Arsenal, Lewis-Kelly usually moves to the center, but in the national team he played more of a classic fullback, running up and down the flank. And at one point, the perfect opportunity came for RKF in the defender's blind zone. Last season, Miles had 0 minutes in the APL 0, and now he's a key player for Arsenal and got a call to the national team. In his debut game, he scored right away, becoming the youngest outstanding debutant, surpassing Rashford. One of the main success stories this season, England played a decent match, not the brightest and not the most expressive, but more or less convincing. Near the end of the match, Harry Kane scored the second goal, sealing the result. The Albanians couldn't create chances due to England's pressing. They became braver, more active, returned the ball even in the opponent's third field, and played significantly more aggressively. And they came out without a pair of top playmakers like the injured Kieran Trippier or Bukayo Saka. In general, Thomas Tuchel is happy so far. After all, this is the first match, and such changes already, I hope, more to come. Well, I recommend watching the game review in our Telegraph via the link in the description. Still, it was a historic match, with the start of which England stepped into an uncertain future without Southgate. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. I apologize once again for the quality of the voice and the duration of the video. I got very sick, but I hope to recover soon. Well, my name is Kirill Cast, and this was your daily dose of football. Peace to your house and Johanga, friends.